Tone lives. Sorry guys, cut out a little early there. We're learning how to do this, so we apologize. So this is, again, for video number 2. If you haven't seen video number 1, go to the beginning of video number 1 and it shows you how to get started. If there's any questions about this, by the way, I'll answer questions, I'll answer emails, whatever you guys need me to do. Okay, so in video number 1, we went through the cabling, inputs, breakout cable, and basic functions. I want to go back here a second because I got a little ahead of myself because I knew this video would end early. So what I want to do is I want to show you this. What's really cool about having this, if you're in the middle of playing and you're sitting behind here and you've got a crowd in front of you, you can toggle with just pushing this button between your mic volume and quick stuff like on the fly, like guitar volume or mic volume or speaker volume, and you can set that up different ways so that it's easy to work with. And all of this can be put in like a satchel, so when you take it to the gig you can open the satchel and it's right here, it fits on a mic stand and you're done. Okay, so once you get that, this is inside of Auria. If you guys don't know what that is, go to video 1. Okay, and Auria this is the main channel strip for Auria, and all that means is that you have a lot of mixing capabilities in just this. You can sound fantastic by just using this box alone. But let's say we're going to go, now I have to figure out how to do this upside down, guys, so I apologize. Okay, so we're going to go here. I'm going to open up a box in here. Let me turn this around 1 second so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to X out of here and I'm going to go back to the original studio page, right? And up here you can go through this stuff. I'm not going to go through all this on this video. This is primarily to show people how to use this and how to use this as a guitar interface or a mic interface going into the front of house or small gigs or whatever, or if you just wanted to take like a powered speaker with you and use this with a powered speaker. It's phenomenal, and the sound that comes out of it is hands down better than anything I've ever heard. So I'm going to show you how this works. Okay, so I've gotten the channel strip up there. I just can't see from up here, guys. Okay, so that would turn me on and turn me off. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you something here. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to bring up that main page again, which is just here, and then I'm going to pull up one of these strips. And as you can see here, and I've bought some extra apps and stuff in here for different things, but I'm going to show you just how simple this is. Okay, so you go in here for, let's say we want to use a great guitar sound. You want to use an electric guitar and use an acoustic simulator in something like a plug-in, which is basically what these are. These are kind of plug-ins for Auria. And you can't use most plugins in Auria, but you can use the ones that are in their store. And for right now, using an iPad, that's pretty much what you got. So let's use this and go in here. This is something that I like to use on guitars because it makes guitars sound really dynamic. But this is one of the plugins in there, and what you can do is you can go in here and you can mix, right? And then you can save all of this to that channel strip, and when you get there, it's there. So when I tell you that, let's say we put a chorus in here, or let's say we put a stereo chorus in here. I mean, these are high-end effects. This is stuff used in studios, and this Auria app for recording, if you're going to record at a gig, is no joke. Going to sound as good as some recordings in the studio. It is phenomenal. And these plugins right here are fantastic. Make no mistake about it. And the sound that's going to come out of your speaker and out of your PA is going to be studio quality sound. I kid you not, the first time I used it, I could not ever go to a gig again without having something this it's not complex, but having something this good that works this well. It is just night and day. I used to use this Mackie as Harold used to use, and it's a great piece of equipment. It's an older piece of equipment now. I think this one's 6 or 7 years old, maybe even older, and it's a great piece of equipment, and it works very well, and it has some adjustments on it, but you can actually get away from this now and go with a power amp or a powered speaker and just shrink your rig dramatically, And for you Bose guys out there, Bose sounds wonderful. I'm not trying to say they don't. It's a little bulky. This is real bulky. Bose is still bulky when you're having to travel outside of the car a long distance. And you can get away with this piece, this, and a powered speaker and sound phenomenal. I mean, you can put echo, delay. Let me show you some stuff here in Overloud. Overloud is one of the programs that I use, which on here is THM Overloud. Oops, I got the wrong one there. Let's go back. And this is just how simple this is. You just choose, and I'm upside down here, guys, so I apologize, guys and girls. Okay, so this is their main page, and if you go in here to like smooth jazz or whatever, you can pick an amplifier or whatever you want to do. Go in here, load the amplifier, and bang. I will make a video or two, maybe even tonight or tomorrow, on how well this sounds. There's some acoustic simulators in here that are just amazing. They sound phenomenal. They don't completely mock a open guitar cabinet like a acoustic guitar will, because you'll just never, I don't think, replace the box in a guitar. It could happen, but I haven't found anything, and I've been in an absolute dire search to do it for years. I do not like playing acoustic guitars, the feel of them. I like playing electric guitar, and I just, if anybody can chime in with anything they found with a great live acoustic sound, that would be great. I've got some stuff that works very, very good, but it's not perfect. If you guys want to know about that, I'll go into some videos on that. So that's basically it. If you guys want to ask me some more questions, because I don't want this video to go to the third, it's just that simple. If you go in here, you can set volumes in here. You can set volumes in here to do different things. And on a night when you want a 48-track studio in here and you want to record each song that you do for that evening, you could go in here and just hit record in these tracks. And as you can see here, I hit record and I'm recording. That's just how simple it is. Okay? And then what's great about this is when you get home, you take this home with you and you can sit on a plane and mix your song you did that night. And then right from here, once you get to an airport or whatever, you can email it to your friends or family or your customers in this event for Harold. He is an international singer-songwriter and a wonderful friend of mine, and this would work very well for you, Harold. So if you got any other questions, guys, I'll be happy to answer them. I hope that was a kind of a crash course in the Apogee Duet, which is a phenomenal product. It sounds killer. The people at Apogee are wonderful, just super great people, and this is a fantastic app that works very well for live play, and it works awesome for sitting at home and playing. If a guy doesn't have hundreds of dollars and wants a very vast array of effects with a small studio that you can play with at home, Ori is fantastic. It's a little hard for a guy like me to use because I'm not used to using stuff like that. But as far as having something very inexpensive, the Ori app I think is $50, and then the plugins are between down to $5.99 and all the way up to probably $30 or $40. And they work phenomenally. You can buy them over time, so you don't have to make a huge amp purchase. I don't know that there'll be anything that ever replaces a tube amp, but the simulation is really good, and it works incredibly. If there's any other questions, guys, I'll be happy to answer them for you. I love you all. Play loud.